The Leafs open a 3-game road trip after a come-from-behind victory on some guy's night the other night and rallied for a 3-2 win, much to the delight of everyone that was in the box with me. And a very quick thank you very much to everyone involved. Craig Berube turned 60 yesterday. Maybe there's something that the guys can unwrap for him here tonight. Passed after a valiant battle with cancer. And I know that all of the Predators family are deeply saddened by all of this as we get a penalty here coming. Played off the boards, back to the point. Riley to Nylander. Nylander down low into the corner for Matthews. Back to the point to Riley to Nylander, a one-timer, and that is caught. He'll get it again, winds up and lets the wrister go. That's blocked. It comes to Domi, a pass back across, and the one-timer on the near side by Cowan missed the net. Roy trying to get it into the zone, and he does. Got it to the blue line, pushed back in over the line, then he steals it. Roy in a long fronting pass. Oh, and a great chance in front of the net for Matthews, and it went wide. Strome trying to work it out, and the Leafs come away with it, but they give the puck away right into a goal. Big save by 𝐏𝐫𝐨𝐩𝐿, and now it is launched high.
That's going to be a penalty coming up to the Leafs.
Brought to center with a pass on to the wing for Strome. He gets it into the zone. Now the Capitals trying to set up, and they get it back off a stick to the point. Near side Ovechkin, and the one-timer went wide of the goal. Team leaders in plus-minus. Back to the point, still on the power play. Ovechkin, a shot. That was stopped. There's a rebound. It's still free in front of the goal and knocked into the corner. Leafs are going to get there first and launch it high into neutral ice. Played on the far boards and down into the zone.
Boy, Leafs getting another penalty
here. Dishing it off on the right wing side. Upended there was Wilson. A shot on goal. Stopped there by 𝐏𝐿DeBeest. Now for Sordifin, a shot that was off 𝐏𝐿DeBeest and went wide. It goes around back of the net. Cleared to the line, but not a one-timer. Fired by Ovechkin, and 𝐏𝐿DeBeest has done his homework. Played up on the right side. Caps gain the Leaf zone. Centering pass. That was off the shoulder of 𝐏𝐿DeBeest, and it went just wide by Duhaime to the Leaf blue line and backhanded into Toronto territory. Benoit with a good hit to take his man in against the boards, and that scrum continues with everybody hanging on to one another, but no penalty.
Undetected.
Now the Leafs back of the goal. Trying to one-hand it in front. There's going to be a penalty to Washington. And off a skate, Roy scrums the draw. The Leafs control a shot off a leg. Another shot went wide of the goal. Oliver Ekman-Larsson back to Domi, back to OEL. OEL gives it back to Max. Max with a pass in front, deflected into the goal area, and it flipped over top of the net. Matthews back to the blue line. Riley with a wrist shot. That's deflected by the rebound. Was poked by Tavares through the blue paint out the back door. Nylander trying to keep it in. The penalty is expired, and the Leafs, in the midst of a change, give up a rush here for Fairbarby, and he gets a shot away.
Oh, yeah, you can wish her a happy birthday.
I did, absolutely.
Violate
a girlfriend may be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, that might violate part of the restraining order.
Plays it ahead for the Caps. They hit the line and in on the right side. A shot deflected wide of the net off Morgan Riley. On the far side, Nyes trying to free it up. Riley took a whack at it, but no contact. Capitals keep it in. At the point, and a shot coming. That's deflected. It goes out in front, and it's into the net. It was centered in behind the goaltender, and I think it goes off Austin Matthews or one of the Leaf defenders in front of the goal, but the Capitals gain first blood.
I think it's Protas show that was able to jam it in from the top of the crease.
So it is 1-0 Capitals, and the Leafs get a break on the wing. Looking in front of the net for the one. He tipped it wide of the goal. Now finds a little more room for him. Played it around back of the net. It comes back up on the far side. Keeping it in is Cowan into the slot. On the wing, it goes in a shot. That's stopped by Thompson. Oliver Ekman-Larsson took him to the boards. Puck back of the net now for Ethan Frank. Frank gets it back to the point. Here's McMichael with a shot. That's why the rebound scores off the backboards as 𝐏𝐿DeBeest couldn't get across. Chychrun comes in, and again it's a defenseman, and the Capitals are among the leaders in defense, scoring goals. That's number 25 on the season. Sandin having difficulties. Got it up on the wing, but the Leafs trying to keep it in.
This is a huge power play for the Leafs with 2:16 to go.
Cowan works to the right wing side. He's got Robertson with him. Cowan into the slot, a shot, and that was kicked away by Thompson. Pinching down Benoit. The puck comes back, and it's pushed out at center, and the Capitals are breaking with it. In over the line, it goes Beauvillier, a shot. Stopped by 𝐿𝐴𝐵. Beauvillier works it back to the blue line, and the Leafs get it out, and they get a break on the right side. Nick Roy going to the net with a shot. Oh, and he set it high over top of the goal. Got it ahead, and the Capitals are able to break it out into neutral ice. Working in over the line, McMichael dropping it back, looking for a return pass. Did, and a brilliant pad save made by 𝐿𝐴𝐵. Leafs counter with Cowan. And across the line, dropping it back, and a Robertson shot was steered aside by the right pad of Thompson. It's kept in at the blue line, though. Pass into the slot. Tavares holds, then let a shot go. Chychrun goes back after it. Cowan able to wrestle it away from him momentarily, but the Caps, Chychrun gets it again. Stolen in front by Lawton. Backhanded off the shoulder of Thompson. He plays it back to the defense. Chisholm will play it into the slot area. Now to Ovechkin, right wing side. He rang it off the goalpost. Alex Ovechkin hammers it off the goalpost, and now we've got...
Was there a slashing penalty maybe coming up against Washington?
Domi is with them. Cowan a little stutter step to gain the zone. Got it off on the wing and into the corner. Max gets it back to the point. OEL with a shot. The rebound. Big save by Thompson off the sideboards. Back to the point. D to D from Carlson to the left wing side. Back into the slot. Trying to get a shot away was Frank. A rebound in front of the net. Shot by Milano was stopped by the blocker of 𝐿𝐴𝐵. Looks to make a play off the boards, but had it cut off. Capitals are back in business, back of the net. A penalty coming to Toronto.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it, but 4-2 with the power plays for Toronto.
And now we get a shoving session with Wilson in the middle of it. I'm not sure who, was it Oliver Ekman-Larsson or Benoit that took the man down back of the net, and it may be OEL, who is in a bit of a discussion with Protas.
Yeah, Protas is chirping OEL.
A real odd man rush coming into the Leaf zone. Matthews just getting back, and the pass in front was knocked away. Played back to the point. Chychrun's wrist shot in traffic, kicked away by 𝐿𝐴𝐵. Batted to the line, but not out as Roy couldn't clear it. Shot deflects off of 𝐿𝐴𝐵. It comes in the slot, a shot. 𝐿𝐴𝐵 to save the rebound. It hit him in the back. It comes back to the point, a shot. He blockers that away without a stick. Great saves here by Dennis 𝐿𝐴𝐵.
Circle that sequence if the Leafs are ever able to come back and get something out of this game.
That hit him right in the back, didn't it? Did you ever make a good save for somebody while you're on the end of the bench?
No.
No.
I was too upset that I didn't finish the game. So I let it go.
Here are the Caps getting it in front of the net, and a shot. And that went off the 𝐿𝐴𝐵 and went wide. Another point shot. Deflects into the corner. Trying to go D to D, but his defenseman was slow getting off the bench, and it comes to center. Now Chychrun brings it in on the left wing. Closing. Fired it and scores.
Chychrun has been more dangerous than any Leaf forward tonight. And the Leafs, I think, Joe, are on a line change, but Chychrun comes down the left wing side. And this is one you would hope to have from 𝐿𝐴𝐵. He was outstanding in the second period. Yeah, McMahon just kind of pulled up.
Yes. Now a penalty coming to Washington. Centering pass blocked. Rebound comes back to the blue line. Off to Cowan on the near half boards. Into the slot with a shot, and that was off the pad of Logan Thompson. Leafs get it back out at center ice. Stolen back by Washington. Frank into the slot area, and a shot kicked away and nicely by 𝐿𝐴𝐵 as it comes to the line, but not out. Now the Leafs was possession, playing it out at center ice. Played by 𝐏𝐻 to the left wing side. Tavares going wide with a shot. Pad save made by Thompson. It goes into the corner for 𝐏𝐻. He mishandles the puck and then gets flattened from behind. Troy Stecher dragged down, and the puck goes free. 2-on-1 break here with Protas going to the net with a shot, and that was deflected wide of the goal. Protas comes away with the rebound in front with a shot. Wired just wide of the goal. 11:16 to play in the third. And the Caps win the faceoff. And it is punched out into the center ice area, and now in across the line, driving the net. Sordip with a backhand that went wide. The rebound on the far side. Scores!
Another
defenseman. Carlson jumping into the rush is exactly the fact. And this one is put to bed.
They had 4 guys coming back, and they all fly by the net. And nope. And you remember,
here's Tavares stealing. 2-on-1 break for the Maple Leafs, and the pass was about a foot in the air, and Knies was not able to knock it down. A centering feed now. A scramble around the Washington goal, and Logan Thompson is on top of it. Brought to the line and in by Nick Robertson. A shot and a big rebound that Tavares couldn't get in behind. Brought in over the line. A drop pass by the Leafs, and then it's off Tavares' stick. Brought right back again by Protas. His shot is blockered away then by goaltender Dennis Hildeby. Morgan Riley ahead for Scotty Lawton. Got it across the line. Shot by Lorenz is into the glove of Thompson. Roy with a wrist shot that went off a body and went wide. Back it comes to Troy Stretcher. A shot into the glove of Thompson.
so many ways you can break down how the Leafs have failed to be successful in this game, right? Lack of offense is a big thing. The power play is just when you think it's starting to come a little bit, it ends up turning back to being ice cold.